Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jody. My husband, David John, and I have a small farm in the panhandle of North Idaho. These are stories and adventures. Just gonna do a quick little update on some stuff. So, hope you enjoy it, and let's get on with some updates. So, this is the little one that got struck by the hawk that I've just affectionately nicknamed Baby. And this last week and a half has been kind of hard on him. He's almost didn't recognize him today because he was up and walking around with everybody. But it's been the where's Baby when I get home from work or when I go up there, just to make sure he's okay. So I'm just going to bring him down because I don't think he's been getting in the pools and stuff and getting washed. And yes, I'm going to bleach the sink after I'm done doing this, but I'm going to put him in the sink, give him a little bath, kind of clean him up, because I want this baby to be happy. Yeah, I thought you would like a bath. Yeah, come on. Should have just left it where it was the... Yeah. Yeah? You're not impressed with the bath? Okay, so I'm gonna... Not really impressed with the bath right now. No, he's not. No, you're not, are you, sweetie? So I'm gonna get him toweled off and back up into the nursery, and we'll go check on some other updates. So out here in the koi pond, an update on that. About a month ago I bought David John and me 2 new koi, a white one to replace the white one that we lost 2 years ago, and a golden black one to replace the one that we lost. So let me see if I can get these 2 on film so you can see them. They are super cute. So right there, you just saw go out of the screen, or coming right back into the screen, is the white one. Oh, the reflection's gonna hinder us for seeing. They're ready for lunch. But there we have the new little white one. And Lion, the newest one, is really hard to see. Even though the pond is nice and clear, let's give these guys some food and see if we can find him. There he is. See him coming up to eat. That's our new little one, Lion. And then the Cameo Yeti shot. Gonna crawl in the bucket and eat the fish food. Yeti, no. So over here where the power company replaced our power pole, the plum has come back, except it's old rootstock. My father-in-law kind of wants to keep it just as a bush, but the thing I wanted the most to come back was the currant, and it is. So you can see, got currant starts coming up all along. And then the plum, which that's all just rootstock sucker growth. So we'll see. That's on my agenda to still get cleaned up, but I'm waiting until this fall when it's time to be able to transplant the forsythias. Out here in the garden, I'm going to show you this cucumber, which when I planted it, the seeds were bush cucumber. Does that look like a bush cucumber? It's vining everywhere. But it does have, you can see in there, there we go. It does have some cucumbers on it. And as far as the cabbages, came home from work the other day and I had 3 chickens and a turkey in the garden. And I don't know if just a couple of them just failed during transplant or if the birds ate them. But they're starting to go, as you see, the bare spots right in the middle. That may have been bird damage. Nice bushy cucumber. But the climbing rose is starting to take off. Gonna have to start training it. This little rose here has got a bunch of new growth on it. And the little ones are making a comeback. And then this white one here, it's got a bunch of new growth and it has put on a blossom. In my personal melon bed, I do have a bunch of fruit in here. Show you. So I've got one there, and then I've got some big ones. Where are they at? Like right down in there. That leaf keeps getting in the way. Yeah, there you can see. I've got one there. Got one there. And then I've got another one there. I know there's probably a bunch more in there. I just really haven't dug in there. But I did go through and put the slug bait on the cauliflower and broccoli, and it looks like it has worked because they all are looking good. So hopefully we get a good fall harvest of the broccoli and cauliflower. Need to get out here and pick green beans, but because look at my wall of purple beans. It's completely loaded. The little currant tomatoes. Those are the ones I have not picked yet. But I have been going through and climbing through the jungle and getting the tomatoes as they ripen. And I've gotten quite a bit lately, so. As you can see, even though I pruned, my walkway is now regrown over. But over here, I've got that pumpkin that is turning, and that one. And as you see all through there, looks like how there's a beaten down path. And I'll go on the other side and get a better angle and show you how the chickens are getting in here. One of the issues that will be resolved with them being in their own pens. But I've got some tomatoes ripening there. Some more just all along there. Got some winter squash that are getting nice and big. And when the vine comes over the fence and the birds can reach it, they eat it. But right in there you can really see the chicken damage, and in this poor flower bed. So the chickens are jumping over the fence right there. So I have been catching them, and when I can get them caught with a net and trimming their wings. Now we're playing the Where's Baby game. Oh, there's Baby. So good to see him out with his family. And Baby's the one standing up. But as you see, shush mama. As you see, David John and I got the bones of the second hoop house put up. So, looking really good there. And we did the same process on this one as we did on the other one that we showed in the full video. But it will be cool next spring because that 6-foot trough composted soil is going to be where my pumpkins are going to be. Because we're going to have a gate across here so the birds can't get in there. So we'll be able to hopefully get a bunch of pumpkins growing in there. Baby's walking good. And that just shocks me because yesterday he was still kind of bumbling around, not really sure on his feet. But Baby's looking good. Oh, all of you look good, but Baby was traumatic. And the baby chicks are, there's that little free one that I got out here with everybody. Got a couple over here. I got one of the baby Orloffs eating in the feeder, and then another little one right there. So they're merging with the flock. In the greenhouse, our sweet bell peppers are starting to put peppers on. So we've got the yellow monster and red bells in here. It's like I got a good one. That's a yellow monster. So that'll be fun. The Tam jalapenos that are in here are loaded. I'm going to have to get out here and start getting them picked. The tomatoes in here are kind of struggling. They've got some fruit, but because of the heat from this summer, they're kind of not setting a lot. And that'll be one of the cool things about being able to keep them into the fall after a frost and it cools down a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't cool down too fast, that we can get some tomatoes in here going. In the hoop house, all of these peppers are looking amazing. Totally loaded. I know, still need to get that cleaned up. Totally loaded. So as you know, I've started the reclaiming and getting grass and clover. Oh, my cover crop clover. It's got a blossom on it. Very cool. So the first round looks really good. The second round is a little spotty, especially this spot. Really gonna have to replant that. This looks pretty good. But over here where the sprinkler's at, I went through and planted a mix of fast-growing grass and clover seed. And as you see, it's all starting to turn green over here. So this one will get replanted. And my idea of that is, because the birds are going to be in their own pens, we'll be able to, up in the garden, or up in the, what is the fowl pen right now, basically like where the geese are right now. Because there's going to be a fence that goes from the edge of the clear shed across to the chicken run. So all the birds will basically be staying in their pens, and we'll be able to get this cleaned up and reseeded and then let them out on a rotational, like, grazing cycle so they can get their greens, but not eat it down to nothing like they do. Well guys, this is where I'm going to end today's video. Like I said in the beginning, just a short little update about what's going on. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.